Hello students, good morning. Our chapter separation of substances, video number 4. In the last videos we have discussed about the different methods to separate the substances. In this video we are going to discuss new method of separation of substances which is known as sedimentation. It is very easy and I think all of you have experienced in your daily life this kind of sedimentation natural phenomena in your life. So let us discuss more on the sedimentation. In the sedimentation, it is very easy that you all know that whenever you mixed any kind of substance, solid substance or any kind of powder substance or oil, any kind of material into water, some substance will dissolve, some substance will float onto the surface of water and some will bottom. It means some will sink completely into the water and rest onto the bottom and settles down at the bottom of the water surface. Now, in the sedimentation process, it is a kind of separation process. The one condition required in sedimentation is that if you want to sediment two materials which are mixed with each other, first of all, any one substance should be in liquid form and the substance which have to be separated having a difference in weight should have a difference in weight, so that one substance will go away at the bottom surface and one will stay at the surface of the water surface. Now let us discuss when the heavier component in a mixture settles after water is added to the process is known as sedimentation process. It means whenever you want to combine, you want to separate the substances. Let me give one example that rice and pulses are usually washed before cooking. So we all know that in the rice, some part of rice, some ingredients of rice are false. It means they are not usable to cook. So whenever you add rice and pulses into water, some rice particles can float onto the surface of water and much amount of rice will settle down at the bottom. Those rice particles are settled down at the bottom. Okay, that rice is true. It means that can be usable as a food. But some rice grains will float onto the surface of water. It means they are less heavier than water. It means these grains cannot be eaten. These are impurities. So first of all, we will remove that rice unwanted grains and then we will separate the water from that vessel again and we will collect the rice which are settled at the bottom surface. And I think all of you have seen this kind of activity at your home also. So impurities like dust particles get separated due to sedimentation process. Okay, this kind of sedimentation of rice you can see at your home also. Whenever you add some amount of water into the rice filled vessel, okay, some rice particles or some impurities will float onto the surface of water. So you will separate it again and then whole rice becomes cleaned. Okay, so this was about the sedimentation process. Now decantation. Students, sedimentation and decantation are completely, both are in a couple form. It means they are in group. It means one process needs second process. It means decantation is nothing but to remove the excess of water from that mixture. Okay, how can we remove? By tilting one vessel so that water is in liquid form, so it will get away from that vessel. Okay, when the water along with the dust is removed, this process is known as decantation. It is very easy. For example, oil and water from their mixture can be separated by decantation process. Okay, let me show you one image. In that you can see, if you want to remove the water from that rice, okay, here you can see you are tilting that vessel so that water will come out of this vessel and what rice will be stay as it is. So this is decantation process, very easy. You can do at your home also. Either you can see at your home also. Okay, now let me give one example that if you take a glass and fill it with some mud or soil, what happens? The whole water becomes muddy or soil. Then if you want to clean it, what happens? After some time, it will whole soil or dust or sand will settle down at the bottom surface. Now you will use decantation process. It means you will separate. But in certain cases what happens, some amount of soil will come with that amount of water in decantation process. It means decantation and sedimentation is not a complete process of separation. We cannot separate 100% of substances each other. So if you want to separate more, if you want to clean the water more in excess, then we can use filtration method. Filtration can be used in different ways. For example, one, you can use strainer also, that we have at our home. You can use a cloth also, which is having tiny pores between the threads woven each other. And if you want to filter it in more excess, then you can use a filter paper. You can use filter paper, which can found in laboratories. Okay. So filter paper is nothing but it is a process that separates solid from fluids by adding a medium through which only fluid can pass. So medium, it means we can use any kind of material from which only fluid can pass only. No any kind of impurities which are in solid form and which are in very tiny shape, tiny size, cannot pass through that paper. Okay. This is known as filtration process. We can filter muddy water by this process to remove dust and soil particle. You can see in the image, in the diagram you can see over here, there is a layer of different kind of substances are there. Okay. There is in bottom the larger sized sand particles are there, and above somewhat small sized particles are arranged in a layer. So when you flow the muddy water onto the surface of water, only liquid water will pass from this whole layer. The mud, the soil particles will attached with this these layers, so that it means water will be cleaned due to filtration process. Also we can use filter paper, which can found in the laboratories. Let us do one activity. Collect some muddy water from pond or river. Now filter it using a tea strainer. You all have it at your home. Again filter it by using a piece of cloth. Okay. Because as compared to strainer, cloth is having very tiny pores, so that it can clean more as compared to strainer. In a piece of cloth, small holes or pores remain in between the woven threads. These pores in a cloth can be used as a filter. If the water is still not filtered completely, then use a filter paper. We can use filter paper like this. This is a filter paper converted into conical shape. Now we will add the muddy water from this. So only water will pass from it. All mud, soil will rest onto that filter surface. So it means that now we can clean the water more extent. Okay, students. So in this video we have discussed about the method known as sedimentation, decantation and filtration. I hope that you have understood it properly. If you want to refer it more, then you can follow the different websites or you can follow the application. You can get it more. Okay, students, have a good day. Bye.